Hey everyone, how's it going? Octopus here and welcome back to evercrisis. We're going to be talking about a party system to organize it where you don't have to keep pushing the recommend button because that thing is terrible. If you guys didn't know, you can change your name of each party. We have 20 slots. After a certain level, we get 20 slots. I remember unlocking saying you now have 20 slots, but you're going to be able to organize all your teams by name. You're going to be able to copy and paste teams very easily. And I'm going to show you the system I'm currently using that pretty much covers all the bases. And then you just need a couple here, one or two random ones just for like farming or whatever else you need. But I'm going to show you step by step how to get your team organized, what you should be looking to do for team setups, and actually how to use the the function in game. Because a lot of us were just sitting there like, oh yeah, let's just push recommended and we'll change things. And it's been pretty bad. So hopefully this video helps you out, but let's jump right in and let's talk about the way this all works. All right, so quickly, let me just run down what you see on screen. This is my team with the best setup that I currently have. I went through all my characters, changed their sub-weapons, their costumes, and I put on what I think is my character's best potential. Not including the materia. The materia can be whatever it is. It's just their strongest form. So if you quickly just want to know, and you're just here for this video, like, hey, how do you change the name? Down here, your first character in any of your party setups. So behind me, you'd go to party, click on party, solo or co-op, this works in either one, and you're gonna go and look for the thing called swap mode right over here. Click on swap mode, and now you can edit the name to whatever you guys want, and then you can copy this and go to another slot and paste that team and then change that team up just a little bit. Then that's pretty much it. You just keep making teams over and over and over, copy your best team, put them in a slot, and then you'll have something organized like this. Some people are doing it where they organize it by what they're facing. So they'll be like cube farming or geno farming or summon farming for Shiva. What I did was I got every single element and sigil combination for the basic ones that I'm going to run into. So you can see here, earth, and that little mark is triangle sigil. And then you can see I have all 6 elements: earth, water, lightning, ice, fire, wind. And then I have earth X sigil, earth, water, lightning, ice, fire, wind, and then circle sigils. If you do this, you'll have 2 extra slots to put whatever you want here, farming your character's experience, doing certain fights, but for the most part, there is a coverage of everything here. Like if I want to go face Ifrit and farm him for summoning, I would go to Ice X because Ifrit needs X sigils to break and he needs ice damage. So I would push toggle, build this team, and make sure it had the right thing. So Shiva's there for ice damage against Ifrit. We got Blizzard on Cloud. We got Blizzard below physical. Same thing with Red 13, and Aerith's got her Blizzard down here. Then we have X sigil, and X sigil. So that covers it. Now, if I ever want to just be like, oh, but I need this setup, but I need this to have debrave or barrier or mana, right? You can change that other ability. So Blizzard and X is a staple. You change this fire ability. I'll change the cure over here if I don't need Red 13 to do cure. I'll change that earth material over here. Or let's just say you need this team to be a little bit different. You push copy and go to an empty slot and then paste it here. And it's going to copy the exact setup. And then you'd go in here and just change what you needed. So that's the idea. The idea is that you can copy and paste your strongest setup all the way across, right? All the slots, and then change each one to what you need. So that's what I did. I got my strongest setup, and then from there, I copy and pasted it. So this was my strongest setup. Cloud had his best weapon on, best sub-weapon for most case scenarios with Red 13. If it was Barrett, it wouldn't be this. It would be like Buster Sword or something else. I put the materials that I needed, the summon I needed, the costume that was best for Cloud, and then I did his sub-equipment. So this way, every time you push recommended, it just gives you garbage. It just goes, you know what? Cloud needs magic. And it's like, what? Cloud's physical. Especially Aerith. Aerith's like, I'm a magic user who heals. And the game's like, here's a sword. It's like, okay, physical attack up on Aerith. Yeah, it makes sense. So I went out of my way and I made each character, because it even recommended would keep changing from a healing setup to the beach setup because they want to make Aerith a DPS. They would put Fairy Tail in the second slot, Umbrella in the first slot. So this really helps not having to push recommended over and over and over again. And let me just walk you through how I did it. I got a blank space. I created my first party of what I want to build. Cloud being my main DPS, Aerith being my healer. and I just worked on it. So you can go best equipment, and then you're like, okay, let's see what the team did. Look at that. So Cloud right here, he's got boost physical attack 35 points, right? You can see. And then my boost lightning's at 21 points with this setup, leaving Cloud at a setup of 5,611 HP, 2,044. Pretty good, right? Well, let's take away stuff like this and add W Machine because it has the rest of the physical attack I need, boosting me to 43 points. We'll put that on. And then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to grab the broadsword, which boasts both physical and lightning damage, putting Cloud up to 55, which is max. Right? I'm going to equip that and give me more lightning potential. And now I have survivability lightning. I've got damage and I've got damage lightning. So now my Cloud is at 55 points, which is max physical boost up. It's got level 4 lightning, which is 40% boost into lightning damage. And my stats are now at 2168. A little bit less survivability, but a lot more damage, especially when it comes to facing someone who's weak to lightning. So to me, this is a very strong Cloud. And that's how I made, okay, that's my Cloud. And then you just change the limit break. If I'm using against a weak to element, lightning, I'd put this on because everything Cloud has boosts Thunderlance over here from Ramu. So I'll equip that instead of his cross slash. And now I have the perfect Cloud. Then you would do the same thing for the other 2 slots. You'd copy, paste, and create what I did. I organized it to triangle, X, and circle. So that's basically what you're going to do. And when you go into a quest, and let's say that you're facing something that you're just not really farming that much, or you don't have a setup for, but you've got the basic. So this is the idea and why it's really important. So if I'm facing Ramu over here says water, weak to water, and takes a triangle sigil or the up and down diamond one. So when I go in here and I want to face this, I'm like, oh, okay, well, Ramu's weak to water and he wants triangle sigils. So go to find my water triangle, which is up here, click on that, and now you can see down here it's blinking. Water, weakness, and triangle break. So when I toggle it, you'll see water, 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 triangle, triangle, and triangle. And there you go. Now I'm like, okay, well, I want to go face, let's just say Shiva. And you know that it's the best of the best because you built those characters. You didn't push recommended and it gave you bad recommendations. It didn't give Aerith a bunch of physical attack and take away her healing capabilities. But now we see Shiva's weak to fire and circle sigil. So I'm going to click on that. And it's going to be on water triangle, but we want fire circle. So let's go to fire. And we got fire circle right over here. Click on fire circle. Check it just in case before you jump in. It's got fire and triangle because I didn't do this one yet. I just kind of wanted to organize it. But yeah, it should have fire circle if you pre-made all of these. If it doesn't, just fix it, right? I'll be like, oh, I forgot to do it, so quickly do it. But that's the idea. Then you've got fire and circle glowing. You know you have the best summons on. Like that should be fire, which is Ifrit. Equip it. Give him the fire spell. Give him the triangle. Yeah, so on and so on. Or circle. So that's how you just get through quests quickly. So you don't have to be like, oh, did they take off Aerith's armor? Did they take off Aerith's weapon? What did they move around? Because this recommended button is so bad. I have 140,000 power level on fire circle. I'm going to push recommended. I'm at 125 now. It put on the fire, it put on circle, but it ruined everything else. Now you can see that Aerith over here has her bikini costume on, which is for more of a magic build, and they remove Fairy Tail from the main slot. So you would have to come in here every time after you push recommended, switch that back, give me back my healing set so I heal better. You know, and then you go look at the sub weapons. It has Cloud's broadsword, his best in slot. It's got his W machine, which increases his physical. None of this makes sense, and it takes away the survivability of Aerith down to 3,500 HP. So hopefully this helps you guys out. This is the general idea. You make 6 slots of triangle, 6 slots of X sigil breaking, and 6 slots of circle breaking. And then the last 2 slots are for whatever else you want to do. If you want a different team, you just switch it. And I know this is like, okay, well, this is only for your 3 setup. What if you want Barret in there? Then you go, oh, I'm facing someone who's weak to Earth and Triangle, right? So then, but I don't want Red 13 in there. I want Barret. You just click on Red 13, go to characters, switch to Barret, and then you set it up. That's it. and then you just give him the abilities that Red 13 had with his own equipment. So that's pretty much everything. That's the whole setup. Hopefully this helped you guys out. If you did, don't forget to leave a like down below. Leave a comment of any next videos you want to check out. And if you need a Discord or just watch me live streaming, asking me questions, or seeing how I play the game and how I'm passing all the content, my Twitch link is down below. Besides that, thank you guys so much for watching. Keep on smiling, and I'll smell you later.